Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Salomon Assassin. This board features Salomon's Rock Out camber profile, which is just basically cam rock. So what you get is camber 2.0 coming down into a rocker in the tip and the tail. This is going to give you the load, snap, pop, and drive of traditional camber underfoot, but you're going to get that rocker out in the tip and the tail, which is going to give you ease of entry in and out of turns, as well as more optimal powder float. This board is available at 150, 153, 156, 159, 162, 165, 158 wide, 163 wide. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a day that had a mix of sun and clouds, a couple inches of fresh snow on top of corduroy, chopped chunder, old crusty pow, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. Alright, so this board has your standard run-of-the-mill all-mountain freestyle flex. Softer tips, stiffer through the midsection, with a little bit of torsional flex. Nothing mind-blowing here, you've seen it on 100 different boards. There you go. Now when it comes to stability, you do get a little chatter out in the tips, slightly resonates underfoot, nothing much, but by and large, it's a very predictably stable board. You know what you're going to get. You know when you got to keep your knees bent and when not to. If you're in really rutted out terrain, you bend it more. When you're on a groomer and you're cruising fast, you're fine. You don't have to worry about it. The camber profile is very easy to engage, and you do get some solid snap with it. It's very skate-like in how it is, so that you don't have to be super calculated on how you're going to pop off things. You can just be riding along, roll back on the tail, it's engaged, boom, you're popping. You can feel it. That's just how it is. It wants to boost off side hits, cat track gaps, whatever. And when it comes to jumps, small, medium, large, it doesn't matter. It's fully at home being in the air. You want to go hit the big line, hit the big line. You want to hit the small line, hit the small line. You don't want to load up and pop off the lip, let the lip throw you. You do want to load up, just be prepared. You're going to get a little more height and you're going to go a little bit further. Basically, this board can handle it all when it comes to jumping. The nice thing about this board is the camber profile. You got that rocker in the tip and the tail. When you leverage your weight outside the bindings, you really engage that, so you can just swirl around, play around on your nose or your tail, get sideways, do just about every butter variation. The only thing you got to worry about is it has rebound. It's going to want to snap out of that butter, so be aware of that. When it comes to jibbing, it locks into presses. You can just feel it hold on a nose or a tail press, and when you hit the end of the feature, it wants to snap out and get you in the air. When you go sideways, that camber profile hugs the feature, but it doesn't clap out. It's just smooth sailing as long as you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, well, it's time to learn. So when it comes to carving, I kind of have mixed feelings with this. I was riding it in Hero Snow, so I knew I could set an edge and not worry about it kicking out. But if I'd hit ice, it would have gone all cattywampus on me and kicked out. It does that. I've just experienced the side cut enough to know that on sheet ice it just does not grip as well as it does on Hero Snow. But the snow I was riding, it was great. I could lay a trench with it. I never had to worry about what was going on. It was a smooth and fluid edge-to-edge transmission. It's not super quick, but it's not delayed. It's just very familiar, if you will. Like you've done it 100 times on this board. Short, tight, quick carves, long, hard, drawn out ones. You never really have to worry about it. It does what you need it to do, and you can just have fun with it. You want to lay a Euro carve? Do it. You got to do a park carve? Go for it. Short, tight, quick setup, turn into a rail? Yeah, it's going to handle it. Who's this board for? The all-mountain freestyle guy. So I've ridden this board enough to know how predictable it is. I know what its shortcomings are, and I know where it excels. At the end of the day, it's just a highly predictable board. Is it going to be mind-blowing? No. But is it going to make you question your life choices? No. You're going to be able to hop on it and get shit done, basically. It does kind of suck on sheet ice with that side cut, but that's whatever at this point. Comparable boards: the Jones Mountain Twin, the Battalion Fun Kink, the Rome Agent. Binding recommendations: the Salomon District Team Pro, the Rome DOD, the Ride C8. This has been my review of the Salomon Assassin. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.